and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll show you how to add external regressors to your profit model. And this video comes from a question that I got from one of my students in Udemy. And since I'm a big believer on showing rather than telling, here it is. So thank you, Julia, for your question. And I hope it is also useful for those who also watch this video and are also keen on knowing how to do it. The first thing that we need to do is that we're going to set a working directory. So set working directory, and then I will save my file on the desktop. So that is the next step, is that we actually need to get a file. So I would ask you to go to your favorite browser, and then in your URL bar, just include tinyurl.com/fbprofit, like I have here. And here we go. And it will redirect you to a GitHub page where you do save as, so right click and then save as, and then leave it on the desktop and call it df. And here we go. So click on save. I mean, I'm going to click on yes to replace, but you shouldn't have to. And then we go back to R. And then over here, you see that because I saved it on my desktop, then you would see that I already have it, but it is not here. So let me go to it again. And yes, here it is. Just needed some update. And let's get data. So df equals to read.csv, and then inside we include our df.csv. Here we go. Control Enter. And if we are to have a look at it, we see that we have this ts, and then we have our y. And then the external regressor that we will add will be this Sunday that happens, so the Sunday of NFL, which are the Sundays from September up until January. So that is the actual goal of it. So that's going to be the external regressor. Now, how to do it? Let's also do it in an automated way. So let's create a function that goes through our DS column, and then it sees that when it is between September and January, and when it is Sunday, it will be a 1, and everything else, it will be a 0. So here we go. Let's create the function, create a function for NFL Sundays, and we'll call it NFL Sunday function, and equals to, and then use the function, and it will be inside the parentheses ds, and then we open the curly brackets, and now we would start. And what I actually need is that it finds the dates that are Sunday, and then finds the months between September and January. So let's start there. And so as numeric, and then open double parentheses. So it looks at the weekdays of our dates, and then when they are Sunday, then as well, what I need to do is, and what we also need is this month constraint, and that would be, so we open the parentheses again. So when the month is bigger than 8, or, and this is done through this vertical slash, or, and let me do it here, so month, and this is less than 2. So between September and 2, and as well the weekdays equals Sunday. Couple of things that we now need to specify. First, I mean, where do we get these months? Because here we just have our ds, and here what we need to do is that we need to create something that looks and finds the months. So here we go. So month equals 2, and then we do as numeric, open parentheses, and then we format, and then our dates, and then we just look at the month component. So single quotes, percent, and then month. Now, the last thing that we need to specify, okay, but where are these dates? So dates equals 2, and then we just do as date, and then here, this will be where we include the variable of date, which for us, it is this dummy ds, because we are just creating the function. And then basically when we apply the function, it will apply to whichever column or whichever variable we specify. And let's select everything and do Control Enter. And here we go. So we have our function. And now let's apply it. And what we need to do in the end, again, with the end in mind, is that we need to create a third column, which will be called NFL Sunday. So df $NFL underscore Sunday equals to, and then we use the function that we have just created, and then we apply it to our date variable. So df $ds. Here we go, Control Enter, and then we see here that we have here some ones already. And this is, I think, a very good achievement to have this function. Now that we have our external regressor, now we create our Prophet model. And we need a library for this. We need a Prophet library. So library and then Prophet, Control Enter. And then we create our model. So m equals 2, and then we open the Prophet. I'm not including anything. So none of the parameters to keep it very simple. And now, so m equals to Prophet. So we open it, and now m equals 2, and then add regressor, and then open parentheses to m, and then inside we include our NFL Sunday, because this is the name of our regressor. And now that this is done, now yes, we fit our Prophet model. So fit.prophet, and then to our model again, and then we include our df. And since we have already specified that we have one column which is the NFL Sunday, then the other two would basically mean that it is the column variable and then as well the dependent variable. And here we go. So let's do Control Enter. There's this error here, but this is not something that you need to worry, because it's simply telling that there is no daily seasonality, which is absolutely true. The next step, now how to use your Prophet model. We first need to create a future data frame. Remember, we have this df, which basically is the data that we have, and now we need to create a data frame for the future data, for the forecasts. And here we go. So future equals to, use the function make underscore future data frame, and we include our model, and then as well we include the number of periods. So periods equals to, and let's put 100 days. Here we go. Let's do Control Enter. Now let's have a look, and we see here that we have our ds, and that the forecast will be our y. But there's one thing that's absolutely missing, which is the NFL Sunday variable. And how do we create it? So we're actually going to use the function that we created initially in order to apply it to this future data frame. And when is going to look at this above 3,000 observations, again, when it is a Sunday and that one is between September and January, it will be a 1, and otherwise it will be a 0. So here we go, future, and then we'll call it again NFL underscore Sunday equals to, and then NFL Sunday function, which is what we created, and then we apply it to the future $ds. And here we go, Control Enter, and let's have a look. So we have now 2 variables. And now everything is absolutely set, because now we can actually do the forecast. And here we go. So forecast equals to, and then we use the function predict, and then inside we include our m, and then we include the future data frame that we have just created. Here we go, Control Enter. Now, just one thing that I'll show you as well. So some plotting of the components. So Prophet, and then underscore plot components, and then inside we would include our model, and then we would include the forecast that we have just created. And while this is run, actually it is done, but let me recap what is the actual structure. If you need to add external regressors, you need to add it to the data frame that you have initially. And again, in forecasting, everything that you use in order to explain the past, you also need it in order to predict the future. As a result, aside from adding it to our data frame that is used for our modeling, you also need to add it to this future data frame in which you have this data in the future that you want to predict. So this extra 100 days, so that again, your model can actually use that data in order to do the forecasting. And the last step is, again, let's do Control Enter. And then the plotting will appear here. And let me zoom in. And you'd see that there's an extra type of graph here, which is dedicated to the regressors that you have. And you can see here that the NFL Sundays are actually adding something to your data, because when it comes to the values, it's always positive and increasing around 0.4. And hence, we're actually done with this video. I know that it is a bit tricky to add this kind of regressors to our profit model, but I hope that I made it easy for you, and that most importantly, you do understand the logic. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in another video. And until then, have fun.